you guys saw the title. I just died in my about 6-7 month hardcore world. I got filzed. And what I mean by I got filzed, I got filzed. I died to a baby zombie in gold armor. Two of them down in this hole. Let me explain this hole. This hole is my chunk void. That's the name of the project. And I was basically starting to prepare for 1.18. And I was down here mining away these bits because I wanted to make it bigger because there's the void chunk. And I was like, oh, I'll make it 2 chunks bigger. 1 chunk that way, 1 chunk that way, and then 2 chunk in the back. And then I was down here mining, and then I got 2 baby zombies, full gold. So I start killing them, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting low health. So I try to fly away. I don't fly away. My wings open, and I get trapped basically down in here. And they ended up just bombarding me down there and killing me. I was wearing a totem. I was wearing full protection armor, except for an elytra, and I died. It's funny enough that me and Pilza both died for basically gunpowder. So, if you guys want me to do a series where for my next hardcore world, I'll be happy to. Just comment it down below. But right now, I'm going to give you guys a little tutorial of this. Well, not tutorial. A little show off some things. One of the first things I do want to show off though is Techno Support. Techno Support was built when Technoblade came out with the fact that he had cancer. So I built a giant, potato farm, which I then used for carrots and wheat and stuff. In support of him. I posted on TikTok. You can check that video out on Gaming Giant Shorts. Sorry, I'm just really annoyed. This is my second time I have to record this. Then let me just start off by over here. This was a bamboo farm I never got to finish. I just needed to add the flying machine. This was just like a weird portal. And then this is like a little thing I made when I turned 22. And then I just had a berry farm right here. And then over here, which I made for my trans friend. And then right over here is my 4K sign, which I only made it to 4,524 days in this world before I died. I should have flew out of that hole when it became night, but I was too stupid. I just wanted to finish it. Over here is just a giant cactus farm, which went down into the composters, gave me bone meal. Would AFK here a little bit when I needed some white bone meal. Let me just show you something in one of these chests, just so you know. I started this world in 1.15 because I was afraid of the Nether update. So I wasn't going to update to 1.16 until after the Nether update, until after I was fully geared out and everything. And then after I did that, look at all my tools. Look at all these tools. Mostly all of them are Silk Touch because I wanted to collect all this stone. 7x7 chunks. Big hole. Never gonna be completed. Over here, these are my 2 first automatic farms. Pumpkin and melon, and then also sugarcane. Right down here, some spooky boys. And then let me just show you off my house. I had a little entrance. This dude right here, I don't know who the fuck he is, but this is my home dude in the front. And then just storage down here. Up here, enchantment table, ender chest, spyglass, an extra totem, which I popped mine. Which, let me show you. I had golden apples and a chance of golden apples. I didn't think about eating. I should have eaten one. Then over here, my 3K sign, made out of obsidian to show strength. And then my carrot farm, which does work pretty well. I mean, not carrot. I'm sorry. Apologies. Potato, which I use mostly, was going to use for XP and stuff. Then bamboo, cactus, my 2,000 day bridge, and this was my just a standard sugarcane. Right there's my iron farm, and then I'll show you guys the nether here in a few seconds. This is my sheep farm right there, that tower. That's the where spawn chunks, the center spawn chunk is. And then that map I threw away, like in the first recording. Then over here, all the maps of my end through the developments of probably one of the best things I've ever built in Minecraft. And then down here, it's just snow farm. And then everything I needed. What was this potion? Fire resistance. I think that was one of the fire resistant potions I got from trading. And then I just had an attic where I would AFK if need be. But over here, let me just, this right here, oh, chunk glitch. The first project I built on this world. When I was flattening all this out, because I'm going to probably do like a flyover of what this area looked like beforehand, afterwards. This was like, I just didn't dig out a chunk, and it was just, because I had to flatten all this out, because this was like in the center of mountains, hills and stuff. Because when I show you guys at the end of the video, you guys will be surprised of how much I did, of how much I flattened. And that was like one chunk. It is exactly one chunk, F3 plus G. I did a video on this. I'll leave it down in the description. I guess I can call this series 1 if I do make a second series. And if you guys want a series on that, just comment down below. And then down here, I would always, one of my plans was after I built everything I wanted to here, I was going to surround everything by bamboo, because mobs had problems with bamboo in their hit detection. And then this was my, can I find Spooky Boy? Probably not. This is probably really lagging, but there's someone called Spooky Boy in here, and he was just a cow I named Spooky Boy. Want to see how long it took to kill him. And I'm pretty sure that's everything for overworld spawn chunks, because this is mostly all my spawn chunks. Alright, now let's check out the nether. The nether, I just really just built highways up on the nether roof. And why did I go back through? Come on, I'm back through the portal. Right here, this is Spooky Boy, one of my Spooky Boys. And then right up here is my gold farm. I don't remember whose I used, but it's one of those ones powered by eggs. And then let me just show you what's down here. This down here was my project I called Nether Snow, and you'll see why. Like I said, like the lore of this world is that everything was corrupted. Like all the biomes got messed up because of something. One of the things was, and which I will probably explain when I get to the ocean monument, is that the nether got really messed up. That it snows in the nether. And my original plan was actually to keep like the natural terrain like all the way up to here, and then I was gonna mine all this top bit out, and then use exploits to delete the bedrock. And then right down here was my skeleton farm, which the dude died. I don't know how, but he died. And then they'll just fall down here, and I would just AFK here for like 5 minutes and then kill. And in that little room is a blaze spawner. And I guess that's really it for up here, I guess. And then this was just the tunnel back up. I just wanted to make sure it was protected. Here, let me just fly up. And then this is where I broke my bedrock. And I'll show you the ocean monument now, which I never got completed, sadly, because I just never had the chance to finish it. Because I took a break from it because I was working on it for months. just draining that out, draining all this out. This is a 200 like block circle. It's not even, like, I've messed it up somewhere, but let me just show you what's causing all the lag around here, which is all these signs, entities and stuff. They'll spawn in there, and then of course you come down here and there's a killing chamber, then all these hoppers, which I've always just had a crap load of hoppers, because this is my second design. My first design was, don't judge me on this, was I actually had just a crap load of campfires down there and a crap load of hoppers. And they were just dying and it just caused too much lag, so I redesigned it. And so, since this world was quote unquote corrupted, these were making energy beams. The coral and the sea lanterns made energy beams, keeping back the water. And so I may do what I wanted to do here again later on in the future. Glowy boy, glowy boy. I saw glowy boy. Hang on, glowy boy, glowy boy, glowy boys. Like, this is always where I see the glowy boys. But yeah, I was gonna make this like a ruined portal, like make it like aqua themed, because I'm not gonna explore. I'm probably gonna do this again in a different world, but probably later, because I did not have enough materials for this. And I think the only thing I have left to really show off now is, of course, you saw the video of when I made it. Like, my best thing I ever made in this game. Right in here. This is another portal I had to my end dimension. I found it. I dug the tunnel out when I found the portal. I think about 100 or so blocks that way is the ocean monument. I just flew around over here one day. It was just like, okay. And because I threw a Eye of Ender to see where it would go, and led me over here, and I just found it over here. Just come down here, and I just, as you can tell, I do use the Filza texture pack. Even right down here. You guys saw me without all this stuff mined. I did a big grand finale at the end of the other video where I just let all this out. This is definitely the best thing I've ever built and will ever build in Minecraft. Maybe in the next world, I'll definitely build something better. And hopefully you guys would like to see that. But as you guys can tell, I'm basically wrapping up the video right now. I don't know if you could tell, but this is what my world used to look like. Right over there is where I flattened it out and put the cows and surrounded this area with bamboo. Over here was completely flattened out by hand. I went through all the caves, lit every cave up. This is where I had my sign. This is where I had the bamboo farm. Over here is where I had the giant hole being dug out. As you can tell, I did do... let me get a Lytro, man. I'm not editing this. I'm not in the mood to... I'm not really going to do that big of editing. Over here would be where my house and stuff is. And then... you can see the deforestation I did. You can... And... my next plan was to actually use the moss blocks to destroy this bit of the mountain, and then over here would have been my sugarcane farm. You guys, this world meant a lot to me, and the fact that I died really hurts. But I think there's only one way for me to end this video, and that's me spawning the Ender Dragon. Thank you guys. Have a good one.